Statesman Nation. Here with Curtis Micah, junior men's bowler out of Elgin, Illinois. Appreciate you coming in for a little bit, bud.
No problem.
Let's see if we can have a little fun with Curtis here as we're gearing up for nationals next week. Long, really very long bowling season coming to a conclusion next week with nationals. Really excited for you guys. Hopefully, bring home that national title and all that. We'll talk about bowling a little bit and how it kind of interesting the whole situation is at the collegiate level. But let's talk a little bit about, first off, just your junior year and what you guys have already accomplished so far. But talk about your season and I know at the start of the year when I was talking to Coach Underwood, but she said, man, you've come off, had a great preseason. Actually, it was Coach Van Wyk, sorry. Mark said you had a tremendous preseason and rolling right in, and had a nice season. But just talk about your year and how you feel like you're playing this year.
Compared to last year, definitely a lot better. Ended last year pretty good for me. Came into this year not really knowing what to expect,
right.
Not knowing if I'd be on the varsity or the JV team.
Right.
Obviously, if there's someone better, I hope they would have been put up.
Yeah.
But I did really, really well in trials.
Yeah.
Worked with Mark right before it, and he helped me out.
Sure.
Everything just fell into place.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, bowling's another one of those sports, at least at the college level. I think that the scores just don't lie. They are what they are,
yeah. And
whoever's rolling the best, they're the ones that are gonna, be at the top level when when the dust clears and everything. But what in particular were you working on, and that you have been excelling at this year that you haven't been able to accomplish in the past? What have you improved upon?
I definitely improved a lot more on my drills when we break down in practice and we break down our shots step by step.
Right.
I definitely took that a lot more seriously this year.
Sure.
And it's just shown through the year.
Yeah.
Been throwing the ball really well. So.
Right. Any particular reason why you're like, you know what, I'm going to take it more serious this year? I mean, you're upperclassman now,
yeah.
So I mean, obviously that's expected of upperclassmen to step up with the leadership and everything. But was it, you know what, I'm just as good. I should be at the varsity level.
Yeah, I came into the year with a lot of doubts. Like we had 5 returning varsity,
right.
And I was sitting there. I was thinking, am I better than them? And
right.
I wanted to put forth the effort, and I definitely showed. I can hang with them.
Yeah, definitely. Team-wise, obviously bowling is. There's only one guy out in the lane at a time and all that, but it's very much a team sport, especially when you guys are throwing Baker games and such. But talk about how the team has evolved this year into becoming a national qualifier.
Honestly, it all comes back, like you said, the first part of the year. There's one person on the lane. First part of the year, it seemed like that's all we were.
Right.
We were just one person up on the lane at a time.
Yeah.
Everyone take their turn, switch
right.
off every once in a while.
Yeah.
But coming into sectionals, we had a bit of a rough spot at the very beginning,
mm-hmm.
But then we all just kind of melded together, and it didn't
right.
feel like we were individuals at that point. Like,
right.
I know everyone says it, like you want to be one team, but we
yeah.
definitely became the Statesman team.
Yeah, definitely. How do you do that when you're talking about being an individual sport? I mean, you can cheer them on obviously from behind and all of that, but what does it take to meld together, like you said?
Definitely.
I mean, it's a tough question because you guys are with each other every day. You think, well, why would it take? Shouldn't you be just together all the time? I mean, shouldn't you be melded from day one because you're always together? But it's tough. I mean, that's tough to build teamwork.
I think definitely
cohesiveness.
Definitely, when we got to that tournament, we realized like how important it was. We started getting behind each other, helping each other out.
Right.
Not only do our coaches have to come talk to us and tell
mm-hmm.
us what to do, but we were sitting there with each other saying,
right.
hey, he looks like you're doing this a little bit. Keep that elbow up.
Yeah.
Keep your shoulder up. Keep your elbow in. Stay through it.
Right. Yeah. For sure.
Definitely more supportive.
Yeah, definitely. We talked off camera, but this bowling is a different sport when it comes to qualifying and all of that. You go through sectionals and all of that, and you get the team score situation, but then you have a month off. I mean, literally, you guys qualified on March 14th, right? Or 13th, one of those two days. And we're just shy of a month now, and it'll be over a month next week when you guys are finally qualifying, when you're finally competing for the national title. But, what do you guys do in a month to keep yourselves going and to keep yourself motivated?
Well, our coach, he gave us the first week off when we got back.
Okay,
sure. We didn't have any practices, just to kind of relax and get
right.
it all out. And then the last 4 weeks, we've been just hard at work. Drills,
yeah.
drills. That's all we do. We get
right.
in there, you throw some real shots, and then you just break down.
Right.
start step by step, working on your follow through,
Mm-hmm.
spares, everything.
Now again, as a person that doesn't know anything about it, with the Baker format, you throw two frames every game. You have five, isn't just five guys, and they throw two each, right? Okay, but how is that determined? Who's going to throw 1 and 6 or versus 5 and 10 or however that works? Does that kind of move around, or is it kind of you guys kind of lock in and say these are our guys for the entire time?
Our team definitely has a lot of depth, and so we're allowed to do move some people around.
Right.
We started off the year having Steen, one of our seniors. He was our 5-10,
right,
5th frame, 10th frame guy.
Yep.
Obviously, you want to spare a strike in the 10th.
Yeah. Right,
keep
somebody
the game
that can keep it rolling, right?
Yeah, and then in transition for a little bit, we had Nick in the 5-10 spot, and then sectionals I wound up in the 10 spot. So,
feel like is that additional pressure for you, or is it just it's just another frame, whatever?
You kind of have to think of it as another frame, but at the same time, it's
bigger than that because a 10 could turn into 3 frames for you guys.
It's a very surreal feeling, and it's very, very cool.
Yeah, very cool. Awesome. Well, best of luck. I know we got to get to the 16 here that you finally got to pick and get to all that fun stuff. But best of luck next week. You guys are down in Louisiana. It should be a really cool experience for everybody, and you guys are right there against number one to 16. Everybody gets thrown in the mix, so anybody could possibly walk away with that. So why not the Statesman, right?
Why not?
Sure, exactly.
Make it happen.
All right, man. So Curtis Micah. All right, we got your 16 questions. Roll off right here. What is your nickname?
I didn't have a nickname coming into the year, but they wound up giving me the nickname Curdy Brooks.
Okay.
Because my first 300 of this year, my last shot was at Brooklyn.
Okay.
This is where it went far, like too far left, and hit the left side pocket.
Cool.
But I mean, we'll take it.
Yeah, that's exactly any way to get it, right? That's a very cool nickname. I like that. It's got the sport background to it. Awesome. All right. Coming from over in Illinois, not a far trip for you to come over to William Penn, but why'd you end up choosing to become a Statesman?
Honestly, this was my only choice. I looked at the schools, I looked at the majors they offered, and I liked this one. I came and visited. I saw the indoor turf, and I saw the basketball courts. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to come here.
Sure. Good time.
Talk to the coach and made it happen.
Right. Obviously, a strong program, and you've only made it stronger. Very much. Very cool. All right. What's your favorite thing about the bowling program here?
Probably the people. Okay. Honestly, but there's the girls team. We have a lot of people from Iowa, but the guys team is very diverse.
Right. Yeah.
A couple from Iowa here and there, but people from Utah, Texas.
Right. For sure. Definitely. All right. What's your favorite restaurant?
In Oski, it's probably Miran.
Okay.
Love that ACP.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Back home, it's Portillo's.
All right. What do they serve? Sounds like an Italian place, but maybe not.
Burgers, hot dogs, Italian beef.
All right. Very cool. All right. If you were not bowling, what other sport would you like to play?
Probably golf.
Okay. Very cool. I assumed you must have played back in high school and got some experience, or you just want to play golf?
I started out here, actually.
Okay.
Freshman year, I started with some of the guys on the team. They taught me, and
cool.
Been playing since.
Very cool. All right. What's some advice you'd give a junior high or high school athlete who wants to compete at the college level?
I definitely tell them put in the work, put in extra practice, and try in school.
Right.
I'm having trouble. I had trouble in high school with my grades, and it showed. I sat for about a week in high school, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, right, for sure. Okay, where's one place you'd most like to visit?
Probably Hawaii.
Okay. Awesome beaches, awesome surf, all that fun stuff.
That's the only reason.
Yeah. You don't quite get that in Illinois. All right, what do you do in your spare time when you have spare time?
Golf, practice, and watch TV. That's about it.
All right, cool. Two-part question. If you were stranded on a deserted island, who would you bring with you, and one item that you'd bring with you?
Tom Hanks.
Okay. Well, yeah, of course, because he survived.
And Wilson.
Yeah, there you go.
I have to bring Wilson.
Got to bring them both, right? They made it work together, so
exactly.
I mean,
that's why highest chance of survival.
They would definitely get you off that island. Very cool. All right, two-part question. How would you describe yourself, and how would friends describe you?
I would say very right field, left field maybe even a little bit. I basically go anywhere on the spectrum, and friends, probably just weird.
Yeah.
Very very quirky, got my own sense of humor.
Sure. Cool. All right, three-part question again. What's your favorite time of day? What's your favorite day of the week? And what's your favorite month of the year?
Time of day is at night. Best time to go to Walmart when no one's there.
Right.
Favorite day of the week.
Right. Yeah.
Weekend.
Okay.
Don't have to worry about homework.
That's right. And then month of the year.
Definitely, probably September.
Okay.
Birthday comes in it. The weather's always a little nicer.
Right.
Not too hot.
Yeah, definitely. All right. If you could learn to do anything that you can't currently do, what would it be?
Surf.
Okay.
I would love
Hence
to surf.
Hawaii.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Definitely. All right. Who has been the person that's been most influential in your life?
My mom and my dad,
Okay.
definitely. Growing up, I always loved watching my dad, like how he treated people.
Right.
He was just the nicest guy ever.
Cool.
Had so many friends, so many people that loved him, and definitely look up to that.
Definitely. Awesome. All right. Do you have any pets?
Yeah, I have a dog and a cat back home.
Okay. So, love both sides of them.
Yeah,
Most
exactly.
people say they're either a dog person or a cat person, but you guys got them both. So, they get along?
Yeah, no. The cat would kill the dog, but the dog definitely wants to play with the cat.
Right. Yeah. All right. Last but not least, I think it's always a fun question to ask. Two-part. What's one activity that absolutely terrifies you, and how much money would it take to do it?
Skydiving.
Okay.
But I would love to try it. I mean, it would take quite a bit to get me to jump out of a
Right.
perfectly
Yeah,
functional
yeah,
aircraft,
functional
but
plane. There's no reason to jump out of that, but very cool. All right, man. Well, hey, you're from Elgin, Illinois, not next door neighbor to Oski by any stretch, but you probably don't get home a lot. So shout out to anybody back home that you want to say hi to.
My family, definitely. Thank you for always supporting me and being there for me. Hopefully we get nationals for you guys.
There you go. All right, man. Well, best of luck next week at nationals, and like I said, throw it out there. You guys been doing awesome so far, so why not you guys? So.
Sounds good.
All right. Best
Thank
of
you.
luck. Thank you.